Hello, 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 and welcome back to FRLT season number 3, and it's time for round 8 of 4s. Yes, the season is slowly coming to close. We didn't have a stream last week because I sadly could not feel like it, and I was quite tired. But this week, we do have a stream. We're currently just getting a couple of the drivers in. We're waiting on a couple of drivers right now. We're missing, I think, 5 drivers, so going to be a little late. We're currently sorting out who needs what, because a lot is going on. We're trying to sort people. But, of course, it's lovely to have nothing working. We've got a couple of drivers struggling to get in. So we're just waiting on this for now to come through. So yeah, welcome back. Let's have a look at the track map while we're here. Spa-Francorchamps, 7.004 kilometers, 4.352 miles, 19 turns, 2 DS zones down the pit straight, and down that long back straight, the Kemmel Straight specifically. As you can see, huge amounts of elevation, especially through El Rouge and Radial, the most elevation you'll have on the entire track. Not only looking at that, let's have a look at the standings. SET, after Bahrain, took the lead of the Constructors' Championship by now 4 points ahead of TTRE, who could only turn up with 1 driver last week. But ultimately, they're not allowed to race if they don't have at least 3. So, ultimately, of course, SET now take the lead. Bit of a rough race for XPG, only in 3rd, followed by VL, who had a decent race, which actually pulled themselves in front of ABE in the Constructors and off at the bottom of the Constructors' Championship. But it's getting quite close at the top, very much. It's getting very close for now. But while we wait, we've got a few more drivers in. We're still waiting on, I think, we're waiting on 3 drivers. Let's figure out. We're going to be readying up in about 3 minutes' time. So we're going to ready up at about 8:06. I hope everybody's having a great evening here. Because I definitely am. I'm having an absolutely amazing evening. Hope you are too. I'm just figuring out what I'm looking at, because I've got too many things to look at right now. Still waiting on I think a driver or 2. We got somebody else joining. I think we're missing a few We are missing a few drivers, not a lot, but we're missing just I think 2 drivers have just sent in friend requests, so I'm quickly going to invite them. If they turn up on my list at some point, because I know this game likes to screw with me. See, now it's come up. Okay. The invite's just massively delayed. It's great. It's great to have massively delayed invites. But we got 17 in. I think we're going to reach 18 in a minute. So we're going to... who are actually missing right now? I just want to point out who's missing. We're currently missing a Sauber, which is a VEL. We're missing both Haas's that are also VELs. We're missing 2 VELs. It's just VEL drivers we're missing for the moment. We'll be readying up in about a minute's time. Where's VEL's lineup? Where are VEL's lineup? I don't... Yeah, they're missing a few drivers tonight, which is It's just the way it goes sometimes. It is the way it goes. But we'll be readying up in the next minute. I think we just got our 19th driver, and we are missing one driver still, but we'll be getting in very shortly. Robbie's just been able to join, so up to 19 drivers, so almost an entirely full grid. Could have been full, but it is close enough for now. We'll be getting racing. About now, somebody's just disconnected, and somebody reconnected and disconnected, and somebody's gone all over the place. Somebody's disconnected completely. We're down to 18. I have no clue what is going on. Who disconnected? Who has... Okay, we are now readying up, so we should be getting into qualifying any second now. We're down to 17. People are disconnecting like crazy. We're down to 17, so I think some people are experiencing some connection problems. Could be me. Who knows? We'll have to find out as we go along. We're getting into qualifying any second now. I hope you guys are absolutely having a great evening, a great Sunday night as we're about to get into qualifying. I hope you're all having a great evening. It is Spa-Francorchamps. It is Belgium, the longest track, of course, on the calendar. 22 laps for the race. 18-minute qualifying ahead of us. Gonna be an interesting one, nonetheless. I do believe it's going to be quite an interesting race to watch here tonight because, of course, at Spa-Francorchamps, quite a lot of overtaking, quite a lot happens. We're going to be waiting to see what's going to happen over this race. We're going to be going in the next few seconds. We've been waiting the game liking to take its time, but we're finally in. 18 drivers is the official number for now. I have to figure out, and Liam Doherty is in the wrong team. He's in a Ferrari, which is the wrong team. He had to restart his game, so we'll have to see. If he has purely just had to restart, and that's the way it is, it's the way it is, but can't blame him a lot. So I think we've got a first car out on track. That is a Mercedes, and it is the Mercedes of Estember. The lovely, lovely Mercedes of Estember in the, for TTRE here tonight. But as you can see, Estember making his way around the track. He's the first car out on the track. Only 3 drivers out on track at the moment. Pavan and Robbie as well. We're joined by another 2. Pretty much a lot of cars coming out now. But Estember far, far ahead of everyone else. I think it's going to be an interesting one to see tonight. Whether TTRE can recover their Constructors' Championship bid. With 2 races to go. They need to have a good race tonight. 4 points behind the Constructors' Championship leaders of SET. Who, for the first time, by the way. TTRE have been overtaken this season for the lead of the constructors. They've led it all the way up to round 6, and then in round 7 they lost it all, kind of letting it go a bit. So we'll have to see how that goes. The VEL drivers, I believe it's Pavanir who's now leading the group. He's leading qualifying. He's making his way around. VL got to be careful whether they give a slipstream or not, because it might be a bit closer. At the moment, they're not at risk of doing that, but it just depends whether they want to stay closer or not. But no, they're spacing out. They'll be okay. Pavanir, some interesting performances for VL. VL, of course, overtaking AB last race, which was quite an odd one to see. I don't think we've seen it really that much. VL haven't particularly been hugely up to performance against others this season. You know, of course, dropping sort of, they've been roughly about the slowest team and the lowest team in the constructors, but of course that has all changed. But through turn 1, Pavanir's gone. Pretty nice, a little bit wide there. Let's see how the Haas handles up through El Rouge and Radion, using the curbs all that he can. He's used everything he can through there. Now, opening the rear wing with the DRS, heading down the Kemmel Straight now towards the end of Sector 1, reaching over 330 kilometers an hour as we head into the tight right-left. Got to get it right. Whoa, he's gone quite wide there. It's a very wide sort of line through there. Whoa. The car not really being Pavanir's friend at the moment. VL haven't had the best of qualifying performances. They've been a bit better in the races versus, for instance, ABE, who have been better in qualifying as opposed to the races. But can Pavanir turn it around? It's been a shaky lap. It's been a really shaky lap from him. He's struggling quite a bit with keeping this car fully on track. Into the next right and left. He's got to try and hook it up right. Finally, the car sticking quite nicely to the track through there. Into the double right-hander now to end off the middle sector. Quite a long middle sector as well. So it was the first sector, but incredibly short third and final sector. As now he heads down this back straight. Incredibly long straight. This is, of course, where Max Verstappen made a move on, I think it was Nasri back in, Felipe Nasr, sorry, back in 2015. Toro Rosso versus Sauber, I believe it was. And coming up to the line, Pavanir, a 1 minute 42.861 is going to be the time to beat. He's going to have to try and beat that time here tonight. His teammate Robbie can't. Ben Huskins can. He goes for a 1 minute 41.738. And that is his session done. Estenberg, of course, had a qualifying ban. See, Tagir not helping himself either. He also goes P4. Nobody particularly going that quickly for VEL so far. They're all a bit far off for the pace. They're all a bit off. I think we've got Liam Doherty next. He's meant to be, I believe, he's meant to be in either an RB or a Red Bull. I think he's meant to be in the RB or the V-Carb. Heading down the straight and across the line. He sets a 1 minute 42.0, but immediately beaten by Geekin. And then Antov. Oh, we've got an Alpine in the wall further back. Not Zeros now goes fastest, just beating Geekin. Then it's Kaysen White, who just goes a bit faster to beat his own teammate. And at the moment, 4 drivers all in a row for SET. Only the top 2 currently sitting as TTRE. But at the moment, that's all they need. It is very much all they need for now. But we'll have to see. Unknown just went into 7th. I think somebody got kicked. Which is really annoying. I do apologise. I have to quickly invite this lovely person back in. Somebody got kicked. We need to find them quickly. And still, TTRE top of the pack at the moment. Spinala King did slot in 6th. Supra for ABE now slots in 7th. He just slots his way in to 7th place. So he slots in pretty closely, splitting Liam Doherty from the rest of SET, but still SET have the points advantage at the moment over TTRE. I think we've got Sven who's on a lap. He's finishing off his lap here.